For 10,000 years, the Eye of Terror has spewed its ageless horrors into the galaxy, gnawing at the eternal glories of the Imperium, at the very soul of mankind itself. And for every one of those 10,000 years, the fortress world of Cadia has held the gate closed. An adamantium bastion, granted strength by flesh and bone, and seeded purpose by faith in the Emperor's holy light. But as the darkness grew ever deeper, and the blaze of the Astronomicon guttered like a wind-blown candle, the Eye of Terror pulsed, its baleful energy spilling anew across the stars. With a shriek that echoed through nightmares from Medusa to Ultramar, the Black Fleet slipped its moorings. An endless tide of heretics, traitors, demons, and madmen, whose desperate fealty was given over to a single damned soul. Abaddon the Despoiler, inheritor of the arch-traitor Horus's reviled legacy, the 13th Black Crusade, herald to a fresh age of nightmare, had begun. Stalwart Cadia would be the first to feel its wrath.
A Blackstone fortress! Without our shields, that accursed Hulk will scour Cadia clean.
Repairs to the null array are underway. We require only a matter of days.
The Magos asks for time. I have none to give.
My wolves will buy all that he needs. Alert my battle barge to prepare for my arrival. By the Fang, I'll not die without a fight.
Spec sweep complete.
By Roosebeard, what's taking so long? War calls! Enough with the tinkering!
All sections report ready, Lord. The Violence Fang stands ready for battle.
At last! Crew of the Firemane's Fang! The Despoiler's jaws clamp tight about Cadia's throat! His Blackstone fortress comes to claim the kill! I say nay! Not while the Sons of Roos have strength to fight! The valiant dead will shield us from the Black Fleet's curse! We will stalk the Will of Eternity from amongst the carcasses of its victims! When our fangs are at its belly, we strike with every boarding torpedo and assault craft at our disposal! We will cripple that Blackstone fortress however we can! Weapons, shields, engines, all farther willing, we will tear out its corrupted heart! The Blackstone fortress is so close I can smell it. We'll have to cross that minefield to reach it. Take us through, Captain.
Engines engaged! Moving to position.
We are pursued, but grander prey awaits. We cannot waste time in fruitless battle. Press on! We'll return once the Blackstone fortress is a broken hulk.
Underway! At your command!
Swarm's eyes! They're gaining! Contact Cajun Orbital Command. Tell them to detonate the mines. That explosion should clean our tails of these traitors.
Aye, my lord.
Hold course!
Swifter than they deserved. If only we'd had the time to make it painful.
My lord, all specs show one traitor vessel survived the explosion. It has launched a disruption bomb. It'll obliterate our shields.
All sections, prepare for high-energy turn. Helm, get us clear of the detonation horizon and bring us about to engage that spineless cur.
To where we are needed! Repositioning!
Ah! So the traitor longs for death. Bring us in close. I want to smell his fear.
Standard speed engaged!
Fire at will! I want them blooded before we seek their throat. His shield falls. Let us test the thickness of his hide.
Hold course! Main batteries, fire! At your command!
His eyes are blinded. His fangs gone. We'll settle this with our teeth at his throat. See how his strength fails. The kill comes soon. Ready boarding torpedoes!
Initiate targeting protocols!
Our boarding torpedoes destroyed by turret fire! So the traitor still has claws! Bring us in closer! I'll end this myself!
Moving to position! Underway! To where we are needed! Standard speed engaged. Standard speed engaged.
Our hunt is ended. Let the carcass drift. The greater quarry yet remains.
Engines engaged.
I know most of you are not Fenris-born. But today it matters not if you feel the fury of Rus in your veins. It matters not if you hail from Fenris, Mundus Pyra, Cadia, or Marsh. Today we are brothers, bound by one single glorious purpose. We ride into death with the fury of heroes, and by our sacrifice, strike a blow worthy of saga and song!
For the Emperor! For Cadia! Death to the traitors!
The moment arrives! Let the engines roar!
Standard speed engaged.
My lord, we have located an imperial warship. It's drifting, and the crew are not responding. However, auspexes show that the vessel itself remains viable.
We'll claim the vessel as our own. Reinforcements run thin, and even one ship may yet make a difference.
To where we are needed.
My lord, our boarding parties have seized command of the derelict. They report critical damage to weapons control. It won't be of any use to us.
Still, it shall not go to waste. Evacuate the ship to Cadia. Its fury will be hard in days to come.
Enemy vessels on approach.
Obliterate the target! Impossible. That is impossible.
Pitiful whelps. 10,000 years of hate, and still feeble at heart. Bring us about. The Blackstone fortress awaits.
Auspexes have detected a colossal signature at extreme range. It must be the Blackstone fortress. It's on an inbound heading.
Good. We'll wait in ambush. Bring us about into that asteroid field and cut the drive. Make us look like one more drifting hulk.
Repositioning.
My lord, the Blackstone fortress is almost upon us.
Hold your nerve. The closer it comes before we reveal ourselves, the greater our chances of success.
Hold course! Underway!
Inbound vector shifting. This is as close as we're likely to get. Boarding torpedoes stand ready.
So shall it be. Command of the Fang is yours. Give her a good death.
My lord, for Rus and the Old Father.
For Rus and the Old Father!
Will be destroyed.
Keep firing! Keep firing! Cadia stands! Rosa!
Sven Bloodhowl, stalwart of a brotherhood famed for their courage. But sometimes, courage is not enough.
Initialization failed. Null array inert. Insufficient power. Insufficient power. Rerouting. Reroute failed. Power surge. Processing. No data. Power building. Null array deploying.
Thus did Cadia earn respite, not through the bravery of Sven Bloodhowl, nor the labors of Magus clan, but through the intercession of a mysterious benefactor. But the respite was short-lived. As the cheers faded, traitor warships blackened the skies. The siege of Cadia Secundus had begun. The forces of the despoiler came in numbers uncounted, but the walls of Casa Crath held. Even in that darkest of days, the flame of humanity's valor burned bright. With faith burning in their hearts, the defenders held the Chaos Hordes at bay, uncaring of the losses they bore in exchange. But flesh fails and faith flickers. With every bloody moment, Abaddon's forces drew closer to victory.
We need the location of Abaddon's main fleet before we strike. Admiral, lead a reconnaissance patrol. Be our eyes.
Gladly, Captain Garrison. We can't proceed until those defense platforms are destroyed. All vessels engage drives.
Your orders?
Rig our light cruisers for silent running. We'll let our bombers handle this. Additional traitors on Auspex. All vessels regroup.
Admiral, the crew are revolting. A mutiny is underway.
Your excuses do not concern me, Captain. Crush the mutineers and bring your ship into the fight. Am I understood?
You failed for the last— My lord, the mutiny has been contained. Morale is ebbing, but we stand ready to fight.
At last. Now, seize this precious chance at redemption. For you and for your crew. Duty and death await.
We wait your command. Starhawks loaded and sent. We serve. Underway!
Starhawks loaded and sent!
More Chaos vessels inbound. Emperor's teeth. If failure is to be my fate, I'll face it with the Emperor's light in my eyes. This is Admiral Harbride to all vessels. We fight to the death.
Incoming transmission from Phalanx.
You've done your part, Admiral. I hereby take command of this engagement. We'll give that Blackstone fortress an opponent worthy of its size. Commodore Truveau, what is our status?
Estimates are still formulating, but we confirm the Sanctus Malefic, the Apocalyptia, the Vengeful Spirit. Emperor, shield us, but we're staring at half of the Black Fleet. Maybe more.
Understood. And Cadia itself?
Preliminary scans and Vox chatter confirm fighting on all continents. The greatest concentration appears to be at Casa Kraf on Cadia Secundus. The Herald of Absolution is inbound with our Adeptus Sororitas allies.
Good. Remind all Storm Talon squadrons that Celestine must make planetfall. All other concerns are secondary.
Confirmed. Captain, there's a Blackstone fortress in near orbit, tentatively identified as the Will of Eternity. Vox chatter confirms the Fire Main's Fang has already failed to bring it to ruin.
Indeed, a rare failure from the Sons of Rus. The so-called Saint was correct. These are dark days indeed.
Your orders?
As they always are in dark days, Commodore. We bring the Emperor's fire and burn away the darkness. Prepare for battle.
Lightning strike successful!
We have inbound. Vanguard vessels closing fast.
Brittle foes to be crushed beneath the Phalanx's good right arm, Commodore.
From their vector, they don't intend to duel with our guns, but to ram us. We must brace for impact.
Sound collision alarms. All hands. Brace for impact. Brace for impact! Underway!
Will of Eternity in primary weapons range.
Unleash the Phalanx's fury. Let Abaddon know we've come for him. Initiate targeting protocols.
The Blackstone fortress shields are holding. We're barely scratching it.
Keep firing. We'll flay that abomination an inch at a time if we must.
At your order. Victory or death. Captain, the Will of Eternity's shields are down.
Impossible! Confirm.
Confirm. They're gone.
I'll wager my right hand they have wolves loose in their belly. The fangs of Fenris bite deep. It's our turn now. Main batteries, open fire! Send that cursed hog to hell!
The Blackstone fortress is coming apart. We're too close. If its reactors go critical, the Phalanx will be caught in the blast. The damage.
The Sons of Dawn are too stubborn to die. Why should his regal daughter prove different? Gaze on the Blackstone fortress's dead, Commodore. Gaze, and rejoice for service fulfilled.
Archmagos, your reputation precedes you, but you choose a bleak time to come to Cadia.
Bleaker than you know. My adepts uncovered pylons on Area 6. They are a perfect match for those present on Cadia, but were reduced to null during the Fourth Black Crusade.
Abaddon. His malice holds greater purpose than we knew.
Agreed. Ruined pylon fields have been discovered on many worlds, all unmade by the Despoiler.
Why? Their heritage is alien, their purpose unknown.
The pylons' forges remain shrouded, known only to the Omnissiah. But their purpose is revealed. They contain the Eye of Terror. If they are destroyed, the Immaterium will claim all. The Imperium will be no more. The pylons must be safeguarded. They are our only weapon against the encroachment of chaos. But I need time to study.
Go. Make your studies. May the Emperor guide you.
I mean you no harm.
But you are an abomination.
I prefer honored guest. But abomination or not, you and I have common cause.
Logic dictates otherwise.
Then you don't seek to understand the nature of this matrix.
You comprehend its secrets.
I was there when they first awakened. Or perhaps I wasn't. Memory is such a fickle thing. Neither of us desires to see this galaxy ripped asunder by the Imperial ones. Destroy me if you wish. Nothing will change. For me, for you, for this world.
Show me.
Admiral, this is madness. Entering real space so close to a planet, you'll doom us all.
A good officer commands without doubt, and obeys without question.
Entering real space in 3, 2, 1.
Blessed Emperor, we're in the heart of the fight.
This is Admiral Catalia to Battle Group Silver Dawn. Form up.
Incoming enemy squadrons!
Brace for impact.
We've lost the Purity Blade!
Silver Dawn to Cadian High Command. Where do you need us?
This battle is lost! We must disengage!
Coward. Commissar. Do your duty.
As the Emperor wills!
Incoming transmission!
Phalanx to Silver Dawn. This is Commodore Trevaux. Situation critical. Chaos forces have launched a full-scale planet strike. They aim to destroy the pylons of the Elysian fields. They must not succeed. Reinforce the position. The Phalanx will cover your back. Remain vigilant. We have reports that the despoiler leads the assault. The Emperor protects.
The Emperor protects. Silver Dawn. This is the Admiral. All ahead full.
Auspex readings indicate unusual energy signatures at the Elysium fields.
Explain. I need more. By the Emperor!
On Messiah's grace, this is beyond my experience. Analyzing.
Hurry! What are we looking at?
Analyzing complete. The pylons, the energy beam is repelling the Eye of Terror.
How is that possible? No matter. Our duty remains. Prepare for planet strike.
Incoming transmission! It's the Phalanx!
The despoiler has retreated to the Vengeful Spirit to lick his wounds. We cannot let this opportunity slip away. All vessels, engage the Vengeful Spirit. For the salvation of mankind and vengeance long due, we will destroy this abomination once and for all.
This is Admiral Catalia to Battle Group Silver Dawn. We have our orders, and we're closer than anyone else. Today, the arch-traitor dies at our hands. Divert all power to weapons. Load torpedoes. We are the Emperor's fury. We shall not fail. Fire! All weapons!
The Vengeful Spirit is firing, sustaining hull damage, structural breaches on all decks.
No! No!
Weapon system, critical. Reactor, critical. Fires reported on all decks. We are heavily damaged. Estimated crew loss, 65,000.
The Vengeful Spirit intercepted our torpedoes. No significant damage.
What? What have I done? My pride. My arrogance.
Additional Chaos vessels inbound.
Very well. If that is how this ends. If we are to die, let it be with the Emperor's light in our eyes and his fury in our voice. We fight on! All hands! One last effort before they overwhelm us! Make this count!
Admiral, the enemy are peeling away.
No. You must be mistaken.
Confirmed. They are moving towards the wreckage of the Blackstone fortress.
What? What are they doing? Vox officer, transmit a wideband message to all forces on Cadia. Tell them to evacuate the planet. Now!
The Imperium of Man. A million worlds scattered across an uncaring galaxy. A million worlds forever under threat from the machinations of cursed traitors and perfidious xenos. It is an empire consumed by war, by the very battle for survival itself, for there is no peace amongst the stars. The Space Marines, genetically modified warriors who know no fear, spearhead every counter-assault, taking the battle to the heart of the foe. From the smoke-wreathed horror of Adeptus Mechanicus Forge Worlds sail warships of fearsome potency, their weapons blessed by the Machine God, and their crews dedicated to the Omnissire's holy cause. The Schola Progenium molds callow flesh into leaders, officers of the Imperial Navy, the greatest fleet ever to span the stars. These heroes dedicate their life to the Imperium's defense, confronting the ceaseless threat of chaos wherever it manifests. The war against the dark gods and their worshippers is the eternal battle for the soul of mankind, for the future of the galaxy itself. It is the forge upon which true heroes are struck and legends tempered. Admiral Spire is one such legend, savior of the Gothic sector, vanquisher of Warmaster Abaddon's 12th Black Crusade. For centuries he has been lost, trapped in the shifting tides of the Immaterium, while in pursuit of the hated foe. Such travails would drive an ordinary man to madness, or into the clutches of the very gods he once opposed. But Spire is no ordinary man, and his time is coming once more.
We're out. Praise the Emperor, but I can see the stars again. Receiving distress hymnals. The region's alive with them. According to the timestamps, Admiral, the year. It's 999 M41. We've been lost in the warp for over 800 years. And Cadia, the hymnals report that it's been destroyed, sir. There's a lot of confusion out there, sir. And Admiral, Cadia fell at Abaddon's hand.
Then we are returned not a moment too soon. Navigator, chart a course to the Cadian system. We may be an age too late to join the battle, but revenge is still within our grasp.
Warp engines online. Geller field holding.
This is Admiral Spire to all Imperial vessels. Rally at coordinates 154554. This isn't over.
Such turbulence. Not since the Eye of Terror have I felt anything like it. Wait. This is not the Cadian system. Navigator, report.
The Immaterium writhes, Lord Admiral. It has flung us far off course.
I can see that, Domitian. Where are we?
Star sites indicate we've entered real space in the Cadian sector.
Confirmed.
Not too far, but not close enough. Still, we have been fortunate. Have our astropath send out a hymnal. All surviving vessels in the sector to rally at our position. Cadia needs our aid.
Warship signatures inbound, Lord Admiral. Chaos vessels.
Indeed. Then our retribution begins. We hold this position.
What is this I smell? Another so-called warrior come to chance his blade?
I am Lord Admiral Spire. I will be your death.
Not this day, lapdog. My lieutenants come to claim your skull. It shall adorn the War Master's throne.
We shall see. Ready main batteries.
Lord Admiral, the Sons of Mars stand ready for your orders.
Excellent. Their firepower will be a great asset.
Well met, Fabricator. How many ships do you bring me?
all that could be found, Lord Admiral. I regret that we bring enemies on our heels.
Duty breeds enemies, Fabricator. Join your fire to ours. We'll see them ended.
Transition begun! Understood!
That's the last of them, my lord.
Negative. They were but the tip of the spear. I calculate that the others will soon arrive.
It matters not. I led a fleet through the bleakness of the Gothic War. By comparison, this is nothing. A pity that war cost us our greatest heroes. But I wouldn't give to have Captain Admiral at my side.
All decks report ready.
Good. We shall forge new heroes this day. Let us hope they suffice.
Seems they've come in strength, Lord Admiral.
All ships. The Emperor protects. Engage at will.
Survival probabilities are unfavorable. Recommend we withdraw.
All ships, hold position. Doubt forms the path to damnation.
There is no doubt while strength abides.
Beneficent Emperor? Is that what I think it is?
The Sons of Dawn heed your call, Lord Admiral.
It's good to see vessels of the Adeptus Astartes, Captain. Faith is well enough, but hope and faith bring victory sooner.
The war never ends, Lord Admiral. We shall fight it together.
Standard speed engaged.
Traitor vessel destroyed, Lord Admiral. No further signatures.
And allied ships?
Nothing more. Others may be inbound.
We can wait no longer. Let stragglers seek our trail amongst the dead. We have a fleet. I must confer with Lord High Admiral Drang as how best to employ it. We will have vengeance for Cadia. The challenge before us is bleak. But we shall prevail if the Emperor wills it. The despoiler will be driven back, but we need support. We must secure planetary systems within the battle zone. These will provide us the necessary means to strengthen our fleets. Demios Binary has much to offer our future operations, but it is occupied by Chaos forces. We shall sweep them aside and restore the Emperor's rule to this stolen world. There will be many risks in the days to come. I need not take one here. Deploying a second fleet to Demios Binary will ease our victory. We outnumber the foe. Victory is all but certain, but caution must serve as well as haste. Recklessness is a terrible master.
"10,000 years have passed since the galaxy burned in the fires of the Horus heresy. 10 millennia since the greatest of the Emperor's Primarchs fell into the grasp of eternal damnation and tore the galaxy asunder. Horus Lupercal may be dead, his body ashes, and his memory the stuff of a cursed legend. but the wounds he wrought yet gape in the hide of an embattled Imperium. For the battle against Chaos knows no end. Many of Horus' servants survived the civil wars, and they have not forgotten their defeat. When the War Master fell, they retreated to the Eye of Terror and waged battle anew. Greatest of these was Abaddon the Despoiler, Horus' greatest living heir. Abaddon took the title of War Master for his own, and embarked upon a long and bloody campaign to succeed where his fallen master had failed. 12 Black Crusades he launched against the Imperium of Man. 12 world-shattering campaigns to forever alter the balance of power. Now, as the millennium draws to a close, a vast armada of traitors slips its moorings as Abaddon launches his 13th and perhaps final strike. As the tide of chaos breaks against the Cadian gate, the Imperium holds its breath. Faith alone cannot hold back these bleak waters. Only valor will serve.
The first victory is ours. Others will follow should we remain true to our duty. Battles leave scars. I must be mindful of my vessel's condition. The reclamation of Demiur's binary has taken our enemy by surprise. The Claustum system is exposed. We shall push our advantage. If the fleet is to grow, we must have access to production facilities. If Claustum falls to our forces, we shall have them. Prosperous systems can only be a good thing for our cause. We will protect them.
Receiving communication from the Vox relay. It is Lord High Admiral Drang.
So the old man's still alive. I told you he was too tough to kill.
Admiral Spire, I trust you stand ready for orders.
Always.
Good. Strategically and symbolically, the Cadian sector is vital to our efforts. You will reclaim it, Admiral. The Emperor protects.
Understood. The Emperor protects.
You've done well, Admiral. I see your reputation is not without justification.
I live only to serve.
And your service does you credit. Faith and fervor are returning to decimated worlds. The might of the Imperium is marshalling for vengeance.
That's good. Our security battalions are at a low ebb. I'll oversee the press gangs.
Admiral, we're receiving reports of a large Chaos fleet moving on the Cadian system.
Get me the Lord High Admiral.
Admiral Spire, a timely communique. Our Auspex arrays have detected a Chaos Armada on the edge of the Cadian system.
We are aware. With your permission, Admiral, we'll move to engage.
Good. You give an old man hope, Admiral Spire. Proceed. Wipe those heretics from the stars. The Emperor protects.
Admiral, we're showing Imperial vessels engaged with traitor vessels around the ruins of Cadia.
Auspexes show massive damage across all vessels. They cannot endure long.
Then we have arrived at a propitious moment. All ships, prepare to attack.
I am also reading concentrations of plasmic stellizoa in local space. They are highly unstable and will explode on contact.
I recommend we eliminate them before we engage the enemy, Admiral.
Agreed. Let it be so.
Lord Admiral, we can't take much more of this, and my strategium reports more enemy vessels inbound.
Is this true?
I concur.
Hold fast, Captain. If the Emperor wills it, we shall be your salvation.
So, another deluded worm comes crawling to the wreck of Cadia. There is no more defiance in this place, only death at the War Master's command.
Death there shall be, but at Cadia, the Emperor's will yet prevails.
Ship ready.
All enemy vessels have been destroyed, or have fled with tails between their legs.
Then it is a victory. And one well won.
You have my thanks, Admiral. We owe you our lives.
You owe the Emperor your lives, and your service. In his name I will put both to use. Cadia stands.
The Chaos Fleet is dust on the solar winds, my lord.
As it should be. Well done, Admiral. The clarion you have sounded will echo throughout the Eye of Terror. The Imperium reclaims its own.
Repopulation efforts are already underway. The scale of it, it's too much for a single sector.
Indeed, Admiral. Many of the repopulation fleets are heading to Nemesis Tessera, which the Lords of Terror decree shall now fall under your command.
I am humbled by their trust.
Then reward it with triumph, Admiral Spire. Eyes both near and distant watch your actions with great interest. The battle group Silver Dawn is returning to dockyards via Nemesis Tessera. You will protect it.
Of course, my lord.
Have a care. The area is infested with traitors and upstart xenos.
We shall do as our duty commands, my lord.
Our operatives have informed us of a hidden Chaos stronghold at Nemesis Tessera. As it is hidden no longer, let us bring the Emperor's vengeance upon them all.
The Fortress Oubliette of Nemesis Tessera was once the Inquisition's most closely guarded secret. A bastion of knowledge and rigor, and a convocation point for the Imperium's most trusted servants. No more. The onset of the 13th Black Crusade set the world awash with treachery and war. Though Nemesis Tessera's dread secrets were stolen, the world itself endured, thanks to the heroism of the Space Wolves and Inquisitor Zero. From the doomed hive world of Chimalomus to the seditious penal world of Avara's Gulag, the sector remains crippled by corruption and heresy. Yet in the forsaken fields of the Obsidian Depths, mutation, madness, and all their damned siblings are curiously absent. It is as if the Obsidian Depths border onto something not yet adequately defined, or perhaps waiting to be discovered. The region of space now known as the Eye of Terror was once home to the Eldari Empire. A prideful, sensuous people, the Eldari realized too late the perils of excess. The fourth Chaos God, Slaanesh, was born from their debauchery, its coming heralded by a psychic scream that shook real space to its foundations and devastated the Eldari. The Crone Worlds are all that remain of the Eldari's fallen domain. They are blighted planets, consumed by the spreading unreality of the Eye of Terror, and twisted to new and nightmarish realities. Though the Crone Worlds are overrun by the servants of the Dark Gods, the Eldari have not entirely abandoned them. They cannot, for only here can the treasured Spirit Stones be harvested, and thus the souls of the dying be saved from thirsting Slaanesh. Such expeditions are fraught with peril, for there are few more dangerous places amongst the stars. Many who seek the Crone Worlds do not return. The Eldari have never recovered from the horrors of the Fall. They are a fractured, dwindling population on the brink of extinction. Most dwell aboard star-treading craft worlds, honing their peerless minds along the disciplined paths in the hope of staving off the perils of decadence and thus preventing a second, final catastrophe. But not all Eldari can bear the rigidity of craft world life. Some depart their homes, seeking adventure amongst the stars as corsairs. Such lives are fraught with danger, but are also rich with excitement. These outcasts can be found in every corner of the galaxy, blazing a brief but exhilarating trail before madness claims them. The Drakari too live outside the structures of the Eldari path. Corrupt and cruel, they keep Slaanesh at bay, not with discipline and spirit stones, but by feasting on the torment of others. Raiders and slavers all, the Drakari are a blight upon the galaxy, as selfish as they are sadistic, as untrustworthy as they are cunning. But in recent days, the barriers between the Eldari factions have begun to crumble. with ever more gathering beneath the banner of one named Ivrain. These Inari keep their beliefs hidden as their intentions. Should they be encountered on the battlefield, caution will serve you well.
Admiral Spire, it is an honor to finally meet the hero of Schindelgeist. We have arrived at the rendezvous. Or should I say that most of us have. Almost a third of the fleet has yet to make contact.
A high tally. Do you know why?
It is impossible to be certain. The area is full of Auspex shadows and sensor clones.
Ideal conditions for ambush. We must remain vigilant.
We are moving towards the warp point.
Understood. We are monitoring your progress.
They're moving too slow. If someone comes for them, they're done.
Signal identified. It's an Eldari vessel. Perfidious devils.
Eldari? What do they want with the Silver Dawn?
Admiral Spire, we need your assistance.
Wait. I know those markings.
Our boarders have caused internal damage!
Reporting successful boarding action!
Starhawk!
Heading ignore.
What do we have here? Admiral Spire? Many tides have turned since we fought together against the Despoiler.
Would that we had met in better circumstances. Out of regard for those days, I will allow you this opportunity to withdraw.
Impossible. The vessels you protect assailed one of our craft worlds. They shall not escape.
The Silver Dawn attacked a craft world. No matter, I cannot allow you to harm them further.
Then your death will herald theirs, though it gives me no pleasure.
Ship ready. Engaging engines. Impossible, Admiral.
Admiral Catalia, make preparations for war.
Confirmed. What about you? What are you planning?
We'll buy you time to get clear.
You have my thanks.
We wait your command.
Ship ready! We serve!
Your orders? Engaging target!
The Eldari ships are falling apart, my lord. Looks like there are survivors escaping aboard shuttlecraft.
Leave them be. This was a victory for no one.
You dance as well as I remember, Spire. It makes no difference. Ostara will be avenged.
Why, Voidstinger? Why was this necessary?
Ask your Admiral Drang. Who knows, perhaps we will dance together again.
Once every few centuries is enough.
As the night run, Admiral Spire. Until we meet once again.
It seems that the Silver Dawn has successfully departed the region. You have done well.
I did my duty, my lord. Why was I not informed of their mission?
Need I remind you that there are some truths your rank denies you? It was not your concern.
My concern is that the Eldari proved themselves valuable allies in the past.
And foes, too, as I'm sure you are aware. The Agropina sector lies before you, and the stellar fortress, Baleful Night. The battle station is lightly defended, and its destruction will halt the spread of heresy that so plagues this sector. See to it personally, Admiral. Bring Agropina to justice. Drang out.
As you order, Admiral. Set course for the Altor system.
One moment, Admiral.
Our orders are clear, Commodore. Or do you question the High Admiral's wisdom?
I would suggest refining that wisdom, my lord. No sense striking until we're prepared. Defeat serves no one.
The Forge World Agropina itself would have fallen millennia ago, but for its formidable defenses, now bolstered by the Cadian diaspora. Even with Cadia lying in ruins, its scions stand firm beside Agropina. And it is well that this is so, for the world's technological wonders have proven an irresistible lure to Chaos warpsmiths. The Agropina sector is a linchpin in the Cadian Gate's defenses, a laboring manufactorum that feeds nearby worlds with weaponry and much-needed munitions. Wealth abounds within its borders, and it supplies the Astra Militarum with many of its finest regiments. Long ago, before mankind was even a footnote in galactic history, the Necrons ruled the stars. But the march of time and grievous war forced them into hibernation. For 60 million years, they slumbered, untold legions entombed in deathless slumber, waiting for the hour in which their rule would once more shape the galaxy. Now, at long last, that time has arrived. With the coming of Abaddon's Black Crusade, life stirs beneath dead worlds. The mad Pharaoh Kefrek rouses the Neferu dynasty to war. Ships of living metal blacken the stars. immune to the perils of an uncaring void, harnessing technology far beyond mankind's grasp. These vessels bestride the stellar wastes of the gods of old, reuniting the sundered worlds of the Neferu in a single glorious purpose. But Kefrek's plans go deeper than mere reconquest. The expansion of Dominion is but one step along the path that will either see him master of all he surveys, or the worlds bordering the Eye of Terror reduced to ash.
We have the battle station in sight, Admiral. Just where Lord High Admiral Drang said it would be. But the defenses... that can't be right.
I need data, Commodore, not panic.
Sorry, sir. Drang projected light defenses, but there's a whole armada waiting for us.
Confirmed, Admiral. Auspex arrays report full and accurate function.
They were warned. There can be no other explanation. It seems we have a fight on our hands.
Telemetry indicates a solar eruption underway, Admiral. It will reach our location in approximately 1 minute.
It'll strip our void shields.
Not just ours. Magos, is there anywhere we can seek cover?
There is a high probability that the asteroid or the gas cloud will provide the protection we seek.
Course engaged. Coordinates acknowledged.
Contact with solar eruption is imminent.
Enemy sighted!
Enemy sighted!
That's the last one, Admiral. The conflict zone is ours.
And the battle station?
Inert. I estimate no significant operations have been conducted here in some time.
With every passing moment, this feels more like a trap. At the very least, they knew we'd be coming.
Agreed, Commodore. I'll contact Lord High Admiral Drang. There must be a spy within the Admiralty. I've no doubt Drang knows where to look for him.
Admiral Spire!
Inquisitor Darkhammer. Your reputation precedes you, my lord.
As does yours, Admiral. And not all of it is as flattering as you might wish. Still, these are desperate times, and I have little choice. Lord High Admiral Drang is dead.
Dead? You are certain?
I placed the shot with care. Drang was a traitor, an agent suborned by the thrice-cursed Alpha Legion. He has played us all for fools, and you more than any, Admiral Spire. His command is yours. His rank is yours. I'm sure you will prove your loyalty, one way or the other. High Admiral Spire, I have need of you.
At your command, my Lord Inquisitor.
I have reviewed your record, replete with commendations from heroes such as Commander Dante and Captain Abradal. I cannot help but be disappointed. Your stewardship of the Agropina sector leaves much to be desired. My agents have uncovered a mountain of false reports. They conceal evidence of xenos slave raids on isolated outposts and fringe worlds.
No officer under my command would...
Let us hope not. But you will put an end to this travesty at once. Prove yourself worthy of the office entrusted to you. Purge the xenos from this sector, High Admiral.
Admiral, Drukhari raiders closing on Imperial transport ships.
They're carrying thousands of new workers.
Auspex readings indicate the system is subject to intermittent radiation waves. We may not be able to rely on our sensors.
Makes for a devil of a rescue. We'll all be blind out there, not see the raiders till they're right on top of us.
And the same is true of our foes, Commodore. Are you suggesting we leave those transport ships in the raiders' clutches?
One mewling weakling offers himself to another. Do you have a name? Primitive.
This is Lord High Admiral Spire of Battlefleet Gothic. Your predations will not go unpunished.
Such spark, such fire. Burning brief like a candle before the bitter. Green elsewhere than Admiral Spire. Your petty clerkly defiance is a poor raiment, unfitting to be worn before your betters.
Degenerate Xenos. It is not my cloak that should concern you, but the lesson in humility I've come to teach.
Or perhaps I should tutor you. Yes, one can never have too many pets. You will take to the cage well, with proper encouragement. All ships, loose your claws, seize the freighters, bring their crews to me writhing in torment.
Last transport is clear of the raiders, Admiral.
Excellent. We are free to engage the Drukhari.
Starhawks loaded and sent. Ship ready.
The Drukhari are vanquished. Of their vessels, only ruin remains.
The fate of all slavers. Secure from battle stations. We'll offer what aid we can before departing. Alberton will rebuild.
We read several Drukhari vessels, and are receiving a distress hymnal from a nearby mining complex. Do you think the two are related?
Undoubtedly. All vessels, full ahead to the mining complex. This system has suffered enough. The Drukhari shall not add to its woes.
Auspex readings suggest a plasma storm will soon occur in this region. I recommend we avoid gas clouds for the duration. The mixture will be explosive.
Understood. Helm, keep us clear. Admiral Spire to Drukhari Raiders. This is your only warning. Depart empty-handed, or suffer the Imperium's wrath.
What is this? I was promised rich brains, unventured and ripe for the taking. Find my spy master and have him flayed alive.
I repeat, withdraw now or be obliterated. These are loyal subjects of the Imperium, not your chattels.
Break and attack! Pattern of the Void Serpent! Fill your holds with prisoners, but the Admiral is mine. His scream shall last a lifetime beneath my blade.
Drukhari vessels closing.
We wait your command.
Enemy sighted!
Heading acknowledged. Maximum burn!
Commodore, report. Is that the last of them?
Seems so, High Admiral. Always hard to tell with Drukhari, but I think so.
Secure from battle stations. The border will be safer, at least for a time.
Reports of xenos activity have slackened almost to nothing, High Admiral. Perhaps you may yet serve the Emperor's designs.
I am gratified by your praise, Lord Inquisitor.
Some good has come of this, my lords. The affected worlds have raised substantial militias to repel the Xenos. They'll serve as effective auxiliaries if the Despoiler's forces return.
The situation should never have been allowed to arise. See that there is no repeat.
Understood, my lord.
We're receiving a message from the Governor of Laurentix of Bellis Corona. Seems like while we were chasing Drukhari's slavers, the Despoiler took advantage.
High Admiral Spire!
I wonder what this could be about. Can this wait, my lord? We're moving to reinforce Laurentix.
Ah. Yes. Very good, High Admiral. Carry on. Darkhammer out.
Some days I miss Inquisitor Horst. I wonder whatever became of him.
Lord High Admiral Spire.
A pleasure to hear your voice as ever, Inquisitor. How may I serve the Imperium?
One of my agents has been contacted by a Necron turncoat. This individual claims knowledge of dire happenings in the Resnor system.
A Necron traitor? I've never heard of such a thing.
They are rare, but known to those of us who make study of such things. But is he trustworthy? We will only find that out through investigation.
Understood, Inquisitor. I'll dispatch scouts at once. Better still, I'll lead the mission personally.
Chinchar is the mineral heart of the Segmentum Obscurus, feeding the manufactorums of Agropina and a dozen other sectors. There are few truly colonized planets in this sector, as worlds rich in mineral resource tend towards the inhospitable. The citizens of Chinchar are likely to be slaves or penal workers, living out miserable lives in arid mines or aboard freighters. But for some renegades, there are other options. Reznor, the last resting place of vessels whose fury once shuddered the stars. A world rich in resource for those in need, and fraught with peril besides, for it is not only sunlight that caresses the planet's surface, but the toxic emissions from 1,000 reactors still trapped in decaying orbit.
I am receiving reports from the Reznor explorator teams.
And?
They report a Necron presence at Reznor. All data point to a newly awakened tomb world.
As if we didn't have enough to worry about. I hate those metal devils.
It seems we have a new foe to consider. But we shall prevail, if it is the Emperor's will.
Hi, Admiral. I am receiving a transmission from an unknown source. It is attempting to bypass our protocols.
That's impossible.
Apparently not. Very well. Put it through.
Do I have the pleasure of addressing Lord High Admiral Spire?
I suspect you already know the answer. Just as I assume you're Inquisitor Darkhammer's informant.
Yes. You aspire. That mixture of disapproval and suppressed subservience could belong to no one else.
What do you want?
Only to help. I see you've uncovered the Neferu dynasty. Such devious fellows. They're up to no good.
Such as?
I don't yet know. But if you the sense your reputation suggests you raise Reznor to rubble and allow nothing to escape, we'll speak again, I'm sure.
Well, that was unusual. Can we trust him?
I doubt that very much. But there's trouble brewing at Reznor. I can feel it.
We have reached Reznor, Lord High Admiral.
Excellent. All vessels, prepare to engage.
I advise caution. There are many asteroids in this area, too many to be a natural phenomenon.
You do not belong in this place, upstart. Leave now, or suffer the wrath of the Neferu at my glorious hand.
Your forays into imperial space have cost the Emperor dearly. The debt comes due.
Your words are like the droning of scarabs, full of fury but lacking import. I have delivered warning, as protocol demands. The choice is yours.
Your orders, Lord High Admiral.
We proceed.
We wait your command.
The true test begins. Your upstart vessels are no match for our timeless technology.
We will endure, and we will triumph. The Emperor stands with us.
We wait your command.
our hawks loaded and set.
You have fought well, Admiral. We shall cross swords again. I am sure.
What does he mean again?
Necron vessel is emitting strange energy signatures. I need more data.
The little devil's trying to flee.
Malkador's teeth. Kazan warned us to let nothing escape. I want that ship destroyed.
Target locked in!
Admiral Spire. Returned in triumph and perhaps a little wiser?
Indeed. Why betray your people like this?
My people? They were Netheru. Little better than you primitives in their way. You've achieved much today. Amakan was their greatest nemesis. It will make things easier. I'm sure we'll speak again.
The plot thickens.
Bellis Corona is a vital anchorage, serving as the Imperial Navy's primary base in the Segmentum Obscurus. Over the millennia, its importance has only grown, and it now acts as the Imperium's administrative capital for the entire Segmentum. In the prelude of the 13th Black Crusade, the arch-traitor Typhus descended on Bellis Corona, spreading a devastating contagion named in whispers as the Plague of Unbelief. Despite Typhus' assault and the loss of billions of lives, the sector held firm. But in recent days, Psychers stationed in Bellis Corona have suffered total collapse. Their minds torn asunder by some strange and terrible shadow moving through the immaterium. This can only bode ill.
Pleases me that Admiral Spire, hero of the Imperium, has come to witness my labor's bounty. I regret that I cannot be there in person, but my plagued apostles will only be too glad to usher you into my grandfather's welcoming embrace.
Your rotten form has clung too long to life. Fear not. We shall bring you the release you so richly deserve.
We all wallow in mortal corruption before long, Admiral. Won't you embrace the gift of entropy?
Allow me to present a gift of my own. Kill the channel and bring us about.
Aye, sir.
Your orders? Lightning strikes!
We have multiple unidentified signals inbound on our location.
Reinforcements. My thanks, Admiral, for bringing such a bounty of souls before my apostles' sides.
He thinks they're ours. Magus Crawl. I need those signals deciphered. Now.
Processing.
Aye, Admiral. Your orders?
High Admiral. New signals identified as vessels of the Tyranid hive mind.
Preserve us. The Great Devourer.
Tyranids. Here. Where in the blasted hells have they come from? All ships. We have Tyranid vessels inbound. Prepare for new orders.
Your orders? Understood. Initiate emergency repairs. Target locked in.
Tyranid vessels have entered weapons range.
We should seek repair before further engagement. But our duty is plain.
That it is, sir. More's the pity.
Detecting further Tyranid signals. Projections indicate a high likelihood that these vessels are only the vanguard of a larger fleet.
Such would be in line with our fortunes. All ships, keep your distance from the Tyranid ships. They'll tear you apart if you let them get close.
We serve.
Ship ready.
Ship ready.
I detect one final cluster of inbound Tyranid signals.
High Admiral, we're spread thin. We should regroup.
Agreed. We cannot allow the Devourer so much as a foothold on Laurentix. Otherwise, the entire sector will be imperiled.
We wait your command.
Your orders? Maximum burn!
Aye, Admiral. Ship crippled by the lightning strike.
Merciful Emperor. A full hive fleet. We're in for a fight now, right enough.
Such is our duty. All ships, we hold the line here. We are touched by the Emperor's light. We shall not retreat.
Engaging engines!
That's the last of them, High Admiral. Bless me, but that was close work.
The Imperium shall ever prevail, so long as valiant souls stand in its defense. Never doubt that, Commodore. Magos Kron, I leave it to you to ensure any biological contamination is contained. Not one spore must be allowed to reach Laurentics. Do you understand me?
Confirmed. I shall oversee the cleansing personally. I request permission to stasis seal viable samples for further study back on Agropina.
Very well, but no risks. And all transports to fly under full quarantine.
Bring grave news from Laurentics.
Be quick about it, High Admiral. All news is grave news.
We have encountered a Tyranid hive fleet. Initial contact suggests a minimal presence, but it's impossible to be certain. We can take no chances.
Understood, High Admiral. I shall monitor the situation. We'll have to wait. An Eldari fleet is moving on Medusa.
The Iron Hands chapter's planet. It must be dire if the Iron Hands are calling for aid.
They are not. But the Imperium cannot afford Astartes' pride in this hour. You have my authority to intervene. Darkhammer out.
Fortress Medusa. A bastion of Omnissiah's will. A blessed day.
Duty is its own reward, Magos.
And its own perils. Eldari are tricky bastards. I hope we don't return to find the sector overrun with Tyranids.
The Tyranids, the great devourer. In all the stars, there has never been a xenos race more inimical to the survival of mankind. Indeed, they are the bane of all other life. Their origins are but poorly understood, the stuff of rumor and supposition and nightmare. The Adepts of Mars believe that a single, unknowable consciousness guides the hive fleets about their voracious purpose. This consciousness knows only unquenchable hunger. Hive ships serve as synapse nodes, spreading the influence of the Tyranid hive mind across the stars. Such is the hive mind's suffocating will that the warp is distorted for light years around. Confusion and terror spread before the hive fleets advance, as dreams darken and madness spreads. As the hive fleets advance, the suffocating embrace quenches the Emperor's light and drowns doomed worlds in psychic shadow. But the greatest threat comes from within. Foul creatures known as gene stealers infiltrate unvigilant worlds. A patriarch arises from the population's subverted flesh and projects a psychic beacon to draw the Hive Fleet ever closer. As the Gene Stealer cult grows in power, they emerge from the shadows of their benighted world. Civil war rages, shaking the planet asunder. Then the skies darken with spores and the Hive Fleet's voracious tendrils. The cultists exult at the fulfillment of prophecy and their ascension into the light. Their delusions die with them. There are many Hive Fleets, each but a facet of the immeasurable Tyranid threat. Leviathan is the greatest, and has wrought ruin on a scale never before witnessed. Though the great rift arising from Cadia's ruin has severed many of Leviathan's tendrils, many more remain. Even now, one is surging towards the Eye of Terror.
Lord High Admiral Spire, do I trust that the incoming ships are under your command?
You may, Cardinal. The fleet stands ready to assist in any way that we can. We'll take you aboard after the attack passes.
Good. Our sentry craft have reported skirmishes with Tyranid vessels. I hope you have a plan for our salvation.
Have faith, Cardinal. Between your prayers and our guns, we shall see these monstrosities cast back into death's icy void.
We had better.
Ship ready.
Creatures. They are punishment for our sins. Punishment, I tell you.
Then we shall drown them with righteous fire. Such has always been our chastisement for the sinful, has it not? The same should hold true for the sins themselves.
Main guns report ready, High Admiral.
Then let us give the good Cardinal a modicum of solace. All batteries, open fire!
Impossible, Admiral!
Give us purpose! For where we are needed. Moving to position. All power to entry.
We must evacuate! The relic is too important to be lost!
Hold to your courage, Cardinal. We will find triumph together. Apart, the Devourer will feast on our bones.
This will not do! We cannot hold out!
We can and we will. The Emperor stands with us, does he not?
He does. Very well. We shall hold position, but you better not fail. Emperor, the swarm is vanquished!
Indeed, Cardinal. My thanks for your assistance.
Yes, well, I see that thanks to my leadership, the xenos have been destroyed. I see no reason to delay my departure any longer.
Our aid was given gladly, Cardinal. Navigator, we'll depart as soon as the Cardinal and the Relic are aboard.
As you command, Lord High Admiral.
We'll please you to note that Cardinal Sternhull is safe and full of voice.
Already complaining, is he?
It would be inappropriate to answer that question. My thanks for your service.
Harsh realm of perpetual gloom that breeds a harsh people. With a dark and polluted sky, Medusa's sun rarely reaches the planet's surface. It is a world of highly unstable geology, with earthquakes and volcanic eruptions constantly reshaping the mountains and seas. The world's resources have long been mined to exhaustion, plundered by the Telstarax, an ancient space station that hangs in orbit to this day. Medusa, then, is a world trapped in the past, marred by old wounds and burdened with pride and fading glory. Yet it remains a powerful symbol, and a weighty prize to he who would claim it. Orcs are amongst the deadliest of the xenos races. Multitudinous, belligerent, and possessed of brutal cunning, they spread across the stars like a green tide. Even in the war-riven sectors around the Eye of Terror, forever beset by chaos, they rank amongst the greatest threats. As battle raged between the Imperium and the dread forces of chaos, the Orcs gained a foothold upon ravaged worlds, using them as staging areas from which they could slingshot deeper into Imperial territory. Orc technology is ramshackle, but terrifyingly effective, combining mismatched components, scavenged gear, and intuitive leaps to forge weapon systems whose inner workings baffle the most experienced of the Imperium's adepts, but lack for nothing in sheer unbridled firepower. In much the same way, an Orc warlord can take a multitude of squabbling clans and forge them into an unstoppable army. Such a war has the sheer unbridled might necessary to conquer the stars themselves, leaving naught but rubble in its wake. As its momentum grows, so do its numbers grow, swollen by green skins drawn to the promise of bloodlust, teeth, and loot.
Incursors! Identify yourself, or suffer the wrath of the Iron Hands!
This is Lord High Admiral Spire of the Imperial Navy. In the Emperor's name, we join our strength to yours.
Very well. In the name of the Gorgon, I accept your aid.
How may we be of assistance, Captain?
Our defenses are in ruins following the Despoiler's invasion. What vessels we have left are needed to protect Medusa. You will seek and destroy the Eldari pirates in our name.
Eldari interlopers. This is Lord High Admiral Spire of Battlefleet Gothic. You trespass on a system not your own. Depart, or be annihilated.
We are the children of Aleatok. We tread where our spirits call us, and heed not the clumsy threats of your kind.
I am not in the business of issuing threats I cannot deliver upon.
You primitives. Many voices, but only one impotent refrain.
Very well. If it is proof you require, then you shall have it. You honor us, Captain. We are proud to stand beside the sons of Medusa.
As you should be, Lord High Admiral. Let us hurl these brittle xenos into the void.
Ship ready.
Enemy sighted.
The last of the Eldari vessels is destroyed. Medusa once again belongs only to the Emperor's servant.
Securing from battle stations. We have carried the day. You see, Commodore? Xenos trickery is nothing to Imperial might.
And I am glad of it.
The clans salute you, High Admiral. You have our gratitude.
You honor our service, Captain. Lord Inquisitor, the Eldari have been repelled. Medusa is secured.
Acceptable, High Admiral. Most acceptable. But we have allowed the Xenos to distract us for too long. By one means or another, the Eldari must be reckoned with and the Black Fleet destroyed. These tasks are now your sole concern.
I do not take your meaning.
I have been recalled to Terra. Some trifle about the unexpected death of a colleague. One in which I might have played a small role. She was a traitor, a consorter with foul Xenos. But that hardly matters. My peers wish a discussion. I entrust the defense of the Aegis Ocularis to you. Do not give me cause for regret.
My life is service, Lord Inquisitor.
Yes. Well, I suppose we'll see, won't we?
Commodore, report.
Right, sir. Near as we can tell, there are 4 lieutenants working under Abaddon. His chosen. A tangle of black-hearted traitors and no mistake.
We've crossed lances with Threxos before. The others are new to me. Although I believe Devram Korda has made an enemy of Eldrathane Voidstinger. There may be opportunity here.
If we want to make a dent in the Black Fleet, we'll have to kill the lot. And they won't die easy.
A sound strategy. We take their heads. It'll slow the despoilers' advance. Make ready. Cadia calls for vengeance.
Admiral Spire. I knew you'd seek me out before long.
Obliteration is the only possible reward for villainy such as yours. This meeting was inevitable.
Why play so coy, Admiral? You were drawn to me, to the pleasures that only I can provide. Only I can sate your obsessions, your innermost desire.
Tear that vessel apart! I want that depraved monster blasted to ash!
As you command.
So deliciously wrathful. I offer your deepest desires, and you repay me thus.
Your death is all I desire.
And to think I spared your life, all those centuries ago. A thankless child you have proven.
Spared me? I think not.
But I did. Long ago, in the wake of the Gothic War, I held my fire. Even then, I knew you would crawl to me, submit to me.
My soul is in the Emperor's charge, and no others.
Corda's vessel is destroyed. My congratulations.
Understood!
The sadistic glee is destroyed, High Admiral. The Lord Purgator's reign is ended.
As it should. And yet I cannot help but wonder. Did he speak truly? Did he save my life?
More fool him if he did, Lord High Admiral.
Perhaps. No. The Emperor was my deliverance that day. The angels of Baal his righteous hand. Corda's delusions are ended. That will suffice. Any distress hymnals from Corda's last known location?
None register, my lord. I believe it's over. Devram Corda is dead.
Good. One less lackey for Abaddon to call upon.
So, we have a communication from Eldrathane Voidstinger.
Unexpected. Very well. Let me hear it.
Admiral Spire, I see you have survived where your puppet master did not.
Speak plainly, or not at all, Eldrathane.
I merely observe that your Admiral Drang has met a deserved end, as has the vile Devram Corda. I am minded to forgive your trespasses upon the former's order, in gratitude for your ending the tyranny of the latter. Corda sent too many souls to the gullet of she who thirsts.
I see. And your vengeance for Craftworld Astara?
Consummated some time ago. You cannot be everywhere, Admiral. And the Void is dangerous to primitives.
Murdering xenos.
Quiet, Commodore. Then what would you have of me, if not retribution?
Yvraine, emissary of Enid, believes that our races would be well served to face the archenemy together. She offers you a chance to prove your worthiness of such an alliance.
And how would I prove that worthiness?
Assist in the reclamation of an ancient artifact known as the Spirit Gate from the world of Lysis. In return, Yvraine offers an immediate cessation of violence and pact of mutual defense. You may confirm your acceptance through deed.
A truce with the perfidious Eldari. I forbid this course, High Admiral.
Inquisitor, I thought you had returned to Terra.
This matter called to me as more important than trivia concerning Inquisitor Valeria. You cannot trust the Eldari. You will ignore their request.
With all due respect, Inquisitor, we have an opportunity for more than an alliance. We have a chance to learn what the Eldari intend.
True enough. Very well. Proceed. But remember your loyalties, High Admiral.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Admiral Spire, you are late. We have held vigil over Antharic's forces for many days.
Late. We arrived as soon as we were able.
And yet too late. The Spirit Gate has been stolen by disciples of the Architect of Fate. We will atone through reclamation. It must be taken intact. Do not destroy the vessel, or all is lost.
So you would have us do what you cannot?
If you wish Yvrain's blessing, your course is clear. Board the flagship. Reclaim the Spirit Gate.
So, the Eldari send another pawn my way. They are manipulative creatures, are they not? Can you not see the path they have set you upon?
Ignore the deceiver. Remain focused. The Spirit Gate is near.
Indeed. I have it aboard this very ship.
My lord, the Spirit Gate signature is registering on the vessel designate the Phoenix Ashes.
I have 3 security battalions awaiting your order, my Lord High Admiral. Get us aboard. We'll get it done.
Aye, Admiral. Enemy sighted!
Enemy sighted!
Enemy sighted!
Impossible, Admiral!
No sign of any Eldari artifacts here, my lord. I did find a cabal of sorcerers, performing some kind of ritual. We killed them all.
Energy signatures faded. Must have been tied to that ritual.
I foresaw your victory.
Maxon, get aboard. That vessel was a decoy.
Enemy sighted!
You're so easily deceived. You dance to a tune you cannot hear.
We've another vessel in the battle zone.
Energy signature present on the new arrival. Designate the Eternum Surveyor.
Maxon, it seems the vessel awaiting your pleasure.
By all means, my lord. My lads are ready for a fight. We'll not fail you.
Where you see certainty, I see choice. Fate is never as straightforward as you might wish.
Engaging! For the Emperor!
Fury interceptors in flight!
Enemy sighted!
We serve! Impossible, Admiral! Engaging target! Impossible, Admiral! Impossible, Admiral!
Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike!
Strike quickly, brothers!
Target locked in! Ship ready! Targeting enemy vessel!
We're taking heavy losses, but we're almost there. Looks like some kind of temple.
Registering multi-spectrum energy spike aboard the traitor vessel.
It's a trap. It's going to blow.
Maxson! Maxson! Get your men out of there! Get them!
It is too late.
Emperor preserve you, Maxson. Magos, report!
Are you so easily deceived? You dance to a tune you cannot hear.
We've another vessel in the battle zone.
Energy signature present on the new arrival. Interference makes interpretation uncertain. Telemetry indicates the Phoenix ashes appear.
Maxson, it seems the vessel awaiting your pleasure.
By all means, my lord. My lads are ready for a fight. Will not fail you.
Where you see certainty, I see choice. Fate is never as straightforward as you might wish.
We're taking heavy losses, but we're almost there. Looks like some kind of temple.
Registering multi-spectrum energy spike aboard the traitor vessel.
It's a trap. It's going to blow.
Maxson! Maxson! Get your men out of there! Get them!
It is too late.
Emperor preserve you, Maxson.
Magos, report!
We've another vessel in the battle zone.
Energy signature present on the new arrival. Interference makes interpretation uncertain. Telemetry indicates the Phoenix ashes appear.
Maxson, it seems a vessel awaiting your pleasure.
By all means, my lord. My lads are ready for a fight. Will not fail you.
Where you see certainty, I see choice. Fate is never as straightforward as you might wish.
Impossible, Admiral!
We're taking heavy losses, but we're almost there. It looks like some kind of temple.
Registering multi-spectrum energy spike aboard the traitor vessel.
It's a We've another vessel in the battle zone.
Energy signature present on the new arrival. Interference makes interpretation unsound. Telemetry indicates the Phoenix ashes secure.
Maxim, it seems a vessel awaiting your pleasure.
By all means, my lord. My lads are ready for a fight. Will not fail you.
Certainty, ice choices. Fate is never as straightforward as you might wish.
We're taking heavy losses, but we're almost there. Looks like some kind of tempo.
Registering multi-spectrum energy strike aboard the traitor vessel.
It's a trap. It's going to blow.
Maxim! Maxim! Get your men out of there! Get them! Magos, report!
We are at the crux. You cannot leave until fate's course is fixed. I forbid it.
I have another signature. The Spirit Gate is aboard.
Have we enough men left aboard that vessel?
I don't know. Perhaps, with a bit of righteous fire in their bellies.
Another vessel in the battle zone.
Energy signature present on the board. Interference with interpretation. Telemetry indicates the Phoenix ashes.
Maxim, it seems the vessel is awaiting your pleasure.
By all means, my lord. My lads are ready for a fight. Will not fail you.
Impossible, Admiral!
We are at the crux. You cannot leave until fate's course is fixed. I forbid it.
Have we enough men left aboard that vessel?
I don't know. Perhaps, with a bit of righteous fire in their bellies.
Aye, Admiral. Underway! Maximum burn! Impossible, Admiral. Fury interceptors in flight! Damage teams, begin repairs now! We serve. Aye, Admiral. Setting course. Cruising speed set. Impossible, Admiral.
The Spirit Gate's energy signature is interfering with our warp engines. We cannot depart until the artifact is disabled.
I have no intention of leaving until this sorcerer and his followers are all dead.
We serve! Boarding teams have crippled the enemy. Boarding teams have crippled the enemy. Our boarders have caused internal damage. Reporting successful boarding action! For the Emperor! Boarding teams have crippled the enemy! Our boarders have caused internal damage!
Reporting successful boarding action! Engaging target!
Interceptors in flight!
Impossible, Admiral! Assault crews report success! We wait your command.
It would seem Eldrathane made his choice well. Yvraine will be pleased.
You have the Spirit Gate? It seems my faith was not misplaced. It is my honor to introduce Yvraine, Daughter of Shades and Emissary of Enid.
Admiral Spire, you have done a great service today. Your actions have set fate's river flowing upon a new course.
What I did from duty.
If that is truly what you believe, now you will deliver the Spirit Gate to my representatives.
By the cursed nine, he will not!
Inquisitor, what is this?
This Spirit Gate is a tainted Xenos artifact. It falls under my authority. It shall be quarantined, studied, and dissected.
No, this cannot be. Without the Spirit Gate. Admiral Spire, this carrion eater does not see the wider truths at play. He does not understand. Deliver the Spirit Gate to us. It is vital beyond comprehension.
Inquisitor, perhaps we should...
High Admiral Spire, by the authority of the Inquisitorial Seal, I command you to place the Xenos artifact in my keeping.
My lord, please understand. We cannot fight this war on two fronts. The Eldari will serve better as allies than as foes. The Chaos threat must supersede all others. Yvraine, we await your emissaries. We will surrender the Spirit Gate.
Again, you prove Eldrathane's faith well-founded. It is refreshing to see one of your kind willing to follow through on an oath made.
I see. This is my error. I placed too much trust in you, Spire. These Xenos have corrupted you. What happens next, you brought upon yourself. Vessels of the fleet! The once High Admiral Spire has betrayed the authority invested in him. I call upon all truly loyal sons of the Imperium to place themselves under my orders. We shall remain true to our duty.
The Righteous Fury is readying its warp engines. It's not the only one.
How many?
Too many.
Admiral Spire. Once again, you are late. Inquisitor Darkhammer's vanguard has already been sighted.
We are here, and we will do as we must. Has there been any sign of the Righteous Fury?
As yet, our foe cowers in the void. Your fleet will adopt a defensive position around Astara.
Makes you wonder why they even need us, doesn't it? Not like a craft world doesn't have a fleet of its own.
War leaves many scars. It may be that craft world Astara is not the power it once was. That would certainly explain their need for an alliance.
Ever get the feeling you're being manipulated?
The Righteous Fury and its fleet are on final approach. Spire, you will be our talons. Void Stinger and I shall serve as your wings.
Why can't they just say center, port, and starboard?
I'm gladdened that you chose this course, Admiral. It will be a pleasure to fight alongside you once more.
I yet hope this can be resolved without bloodshed. Battle here gives me no joy.
Sorrow is part of the times, Admiral. Allow it to grant you purpose, as we do.
This is the Righteous Fury to all vessels under the flag of the once Admiral Spire. Return to the fold and you shall be spared judgment. Remain allied to the perfidious Eldari and suffer the Emperor's wrath.
Lord Inquisitor, I beg you, turn aside from the course you've chosen. The Eldari are not our enemies.
Spire, I had such hopes for you. Your errors are mine, and I shall see them all expunged. My cyclonic torpedoes will tear that brittle craft world apart.
The craft world's infinity cannons are charging. They will soon be ready to fire.
I've seen those things in action. They'll help even the odds.
They cannot sustain a barrage, and once fixed, the firing coordinates cannot be altered.
Do you think you can keep your lumbering groks out of the blast zone, Admiral Spire?
We shall endeavor to do nothing foolish.
The Infinity cannons are ready to fire. The Darkhammer's flagship is beyond their range.
The craft world moves. Can its engines not reduce the distance?
It will not be easily accomplished, but it shall be done.
What was all that about?
It seems our theories about Astara are correct. You noted the hull scars. Seems they might need us more than we need them.
beset by incompetence and traitors.
It is over, Inquisitor. There has been too much death today, for no purpose.
Too much. Too much. The tally is far from reckoned. I shall strike that craft well from the stars myself.
He must be meaning to launch cyclonic torpedoes. Those things crack planets.
The righteous fury is closing. In 3 minutes it will be within bombardment range. You must prevent this.
For the Emperor!
Starhawks loaded and sent. Impossible, Admiral. Impossible, Admiral. Impossible, Admiral. Impossible, Admiral. Impossible, Admiral.
Strike quickly, brothers! Successful teleport strike!
Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike.
Spire, your treachery shall live forever in the minds of the righteous. Those who followed you will burn in the craft world's cleansing pyre.
Such is not our fate. Commence firing.
Perfidious is the word. They were luring Darkhammer in all the time.
Attention, all attacking vessels. This is Lord High Admiral Spire. Inquisitor Darkhammer is dead. His madness ends with him. Stand down, or share his fate.
They're breaking off, my lord. Weapons powering down.
Good. Have them boarded. We will purge Darkhammer's acolytes from the fleet, and put this sorry episode behind us.
You have done well, Admiral Spire. I will give orders that we depart this region. We will trouble you no more.
Wait! What about our alliance?
Why? We just had one, did we not? We agreed nothing concerning the duration, and I believe it has run its course.
Like I said, perfidious.
Listening posts report no trace of Eldari activity.
Then Yvraine has departed as she promised. Would the Eldari had joined their forces to ours?
Better off without them, far as I can tell. They'd only stab us in the back tomorrow.
Indeed. Perhaps this is for the best.
Now that, my lord, that's a lot of ships.
It will serve, if the Emperor is with us.
How could he not be? We're on the brink of a righteous crusade.
True enough, Commodore. True enough.
Our fleet stands ready, my Lord High Admiral. We await only our orders.
Set course for the Eidolon sector. This campaign will test us as never before.
A difficult voyage, Lord High Admiral, but achievable. However, we will be without anchorage.
We shall manage. It is a rare campaign that proceeds without difficulty. but we are equal to the task.
That we are, sir.
The Eidolon sector lies at the heart of the Eye of Terror, at the point where reality bleeds away into the formless tides of the Immaterium. Stronghold of the Despoiler, headwater of every Black Crusade, there is no mortal law here that is not imposed by cruelty, and no physical law beyond the whim of the Dark Gods. The Plague Planet, home of Mortarion and his Death Guard traitor legion. This is a world of 10,000 contagions, where skies weep with pus and seas teem with disease. Sortiaris is the current homeworld of the Thousand Suns traitor legion. Ringed by the screaming souls of the betrayed dead and blasted by the tides of the warp. It is a planet no sane man would tread without cause, or at least without a numberless army at his back. Oliensis, throne of decadence, and bane of many a righteous soul. The world is a living perversion, a deathless monument to the pursuit of pleasure above all else. Though the world's origins are argued over by the Adepts of Terror, it is known that at least one Space Marine chapter met its demise on the Oliensis surface. Reports suggest that those who fall to Oliensis' embrace are reborn as blasphemous mirrors of their prior selves, shackled to the will of Slaanesh. Drakasi, Khorne's slaughter pit. Only the strongest survive the crucible of its arenas, and then only until the favor of the gods turns against them once more. Eidolon itself was once an Eldari world, but now lies shackled by the madness of chaos, with an empire dedicated to each of the chaos powers constantly vying with the others for dominance. It is said that there are more ways to die on Eidolon than anywhere else. Though as no one ever returns, this can be considered little more than rumor.
And so, at last, the loyalist cur comes slinking from his kennel, fangs bared. How many centuries have you sought my death, little Admiral? How heavy does your failure weight you down? Does hubris gnaw at your bones? That you still draw breath is only because I find you amusing. But my patience grows thin, and your prospects thinner still. I shall scatter your pathetic fleet across the stars.
To slay the Despoiler, we must first track him to his lair.
Easier said than done.
The Despoiler's minions must know their master's location. And if not, there will be battle plans buried in their vessel strategiums.
Understood, High Admiral. If the information exists, we will recover it. Blood, thunder, and a frontal assault. The Imperial Navy's speciality. We have the Chaos Admiral's data store, but it has been corrupted. The Dark God's influence, no doubt.
Magos Khorne, can you extract the information we require?
Processing. Yes. I believe retrieval possible.
Then work with haste. But beware you are not corrupted in turn.
I have recovered galactic coordinates from the data store, transmitting to the Kato artifacts.
This places the Despoiler's lair in the Savagar dust cloud.
Bad business fighting within a nebula.
Our duty is plain. Pray to the Emperor we shall triumph. Set course for the Savagar dust cloud.
As you command, Lord.
All vessels, this is Lord High Admiral Spire. We are at the Despoiler's gate. Even now his fleet moves to engage us. The false blessings of the Dark Gods are upon them, and they seek our deaths. But we do not fight alone. The Emperor walks with us. We are his hand, and his flaming sword. So too come the spirits of the dead, of Cadia, Laurentix, Amistal, and 1,000 more. They lend us strength, and demand vengeance in return. They shall not find us wanting. May warrior's fortune be with us all.
So you are here, little Admiral. Face me in battle. I will grant you a good death. This is no place for mortals. It is the realm of the gods and their champions. By venturing here, you forfeit existence. Against the assembled might of my legion, you are nothing.
The Despoiler himself. At last. Magos Kron, I want a location. War Master Abaddon. You no longer have anywhere to hide. Many lifetimes I have sought your head. Today I claim it for my Emperor.
In your final moments, the Emperor's falsehoods will fall from your eyes, and you shall perceive the truth.
The Vengeful Spirit has taken station deep behind the Chaos Fleet.
Enemy vessels are moving to engage.
Very well. We shall not disappoint them. All crews to their posts. The Emperor's light is upon us. We shall not fail him this day. We are coming for you, Despoiler. You have plagued this galaxy for too long.
We shall cross lances, but only in the hour of my choosing. Kara's Goreflood, you have my leave to launch your assault. Blood for the Blood God! Skulls for the Skull Throne!
Your curs have fallen, War Master. Their treachery at last repaid in death. Can you offer nothing better?
Spire, my followers are as numberless as the Emperor's lies. Vizier Yukani, you may proceed.
As you will it, so shall it be done.
No! The glory of this kill shall be mine! I deserve it! I will taste his fear! Sound the fanfare!
What an honor! Everyone wants us dead.
We have 2 enemy fleets on approach.
I've survived worse in my time. I will do so again. We have our duty, Commodore.
Aye, my lord. The Emperor protects.
Both our flaming sword and our bulwark in dark times. Prepare to fire!
Reaching nominal speed.
Incompetent worms. Wrathbringer Maltrius, it falls to you. Do not disappoint me.
I will bring you his head, but the rest goes to the cauldron. Such a brew his flesh will make. I can almost taste it.
Hold firm. We bested the others. We shall not fail now.
You heard the Admiral. Stand to your guns. Show that pox-ridden swine what we can do.
Well, Warmaster, you have no more lackeys to send. Will you face me now? Or is a traitor's apostasy exceeded only by his rank cowardice?
Your words are those of a child, blind and mewling in the darkness. I will scatter your pitiful feet, and you will die by inches. Your torment eked out across eternity. Only when you sing my praises will I permit the dark gods to claim your worthless scrap of soul. Let's slip the fleet.
The Vengeful Spirit is underway. The whole damn fleet's underway.
Steady, Commodore. The Emperor stands with us. We will prevail, so long as we keep to our courage.
And to our guns.
Guns, I think, will serve us well in this hour.
As you say, my lord. I just wish we had more. All the better to light the darkness.
Reloading! Impossible, Admiral.
My lord, a new fleet has entered the battle zone.
Is there no end to the Despoiler's might?
It's not the Despoiler. It's...
Have no fear, warriors of mankind. For death's emissaries fight beside you this day.
It reigned. Here. But you ended our alliance.
We need no alliance to act in common cause. The foe before us eclipses all other entities. Less than either end. That Spire. Bring this to conclusion.
I don't believe it.
You wanted more guns, Commodore. Now you have them.
We wait your command. Impossible, Admiral! Impossible, Admiral!
Our borders have caused internal damage. Starhawks engaging. We serve.
Your orders? Aye, Admiral.
I offer my service in your cause. We're all sons of terror. We share the same foe.
Join our fight against the Despoiler.
To victory or to death, you may depend upon it.
Impossible, Admiral!
We wait your command.
Impossible, Admiral!
Receiving your order.
Aye, Admiral. Initiate emergency repairs.
We serve.
Engage Chrysalis protocols.
Impossible, Admiral!
Fury interceptors in flight.
Ship ready. For the
than I fear you. Your day is done, Abaddon. The dead of your Black Crusade call out for vengeance. Then I shall deliver it to
the dead. They languish in torment. They give voice only to their own suffering. So shall you.
We're doing it. The Vengeful Spirit showing massive structural damage. It's starting to come apart.
No. This cannot be. I shall not fall to a puppet of the corpse Emperor.
Intensify firepower. Tear that ship apart!
At long last, at the cost of countless millions of lives, Abaddon the Despoiler finally met his end. And a debt owed since the darkest days of the Horus Heresy was at last repaid. But his death could not undo the legacy of devastation he had wrought. The Imperium would face other battles against the Dark Gods. This was no ending, but a new beginning. Cadia had fallen, but its name and legend lived on.
Warriors of mankind, the Emperor has tested us, and we have not been found wanting. By his will and our faithfulness, we have journeyed through darkness, through fire, and now emerge into the brilliant light of a new dawn. But that light shines only so long as we keep it fed. Through our sacrifice, through the valor of the Imperial Navy, mankind shall endure. There is no peace in these stars, only a crucible of war in which our faith is forever tested. Our service we owe to our comrades. Our lives we spend for the Imperium. And our souls, now and forevermore, belong to the Emperor.